Baseball from the Lone Star State. Major League Baseball on tap. It's the New York Mets going up against the Pittsburgh Pirates. And we'll be back with the first pitch right after this.
Your Pittsburgh Pirates.
So just about set now. Our starter in this one, Paul Skeens.
Well, I'm interested to see how he utilizes his sinker to this lineup, Boog. You know, it's not necessarily his go-to primary pitch, but he does mix it in when he needs it. He's just got to make sure that it's not flat. Otherwise, it's going to get hit hard. So look for him to throw it up there when he needs a big double play, a ground ball, something like that to get out of an inning, change it up for a hitter. Also, get those hitters looking down so that it opens up the top of the strike zone, especially late in an at-bat. These hitters today are so great with handling velocity. They're seeing high speeds day after day, and a nice job of turning that one around.
And now it's Juan Soto. Fouled off. He was late.
There's no way around it. Soto is one of the most exciting players in baseball. His hitting skills are so advanced, you'd think he'd played in Major League Baseball in a different life or something.
Comes up empty. That's strike two.
This guy's got such a good sinker. As a hitter, you've got to look up in the zone. If you look down, you're going to be chasing stuff in the dirt.
Stays alive.
Man, he'd like to have that pitch back.
That misses,
no, that missed.
And that is ball one.
Well, triple digits on the gun. I know there are more pitchers that can reach that now than in the past, but it's still impressive to watch.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
Man, I really like the ability to bounce back right there after not getting a call. He probably should have gotten it. He didn't let it affect his focus, and he came back with another good pitch to get him swinging.
And now it's the polar bear, Pete Alonso. Big time power. And that's downstairs. Ball one. Skeens measures 6 feet 6 inches, 260 pounds, and he's a former Rookie of the Year. Man at first, one away. And another ball.
Out.
Lined, and that's a base hit. Lead runner holds at second base. First and second with one down.
Batting fourth, the left fielder, number 9.
We all saw it was hit hard, but how hard was it, Singy? Statcast is here with the answer.
Yeah, Boog, it says the exit velo was 113 miles per hour, and it looked every bit of it, didn't it? I mean, just an impressive swing of the bat, and clearly he saw it out of the pitcher's hand no problem.
Here's Brandon Nimmo. That one at triple digits.
Well, all eyes on the double play ball in this spot. No better way to get out of this inning.
Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. That's back. He's got it. Ronnie tags at second, and he moves up a base. So 2 away with runners at the corners.
That is good.
All right, let's take a look at the lineup. With an excellent arm on the mound, Singy, this won't be easy. They'll need to take advantage of the opportunities that they do have.
You're right about that, Boog. Odds are they won't have many chances against this guy, but if they can rattle him out of the gates, they'll have a shot. If not, look out. It might be a long day for this offense.
And now it's Mark Vientos. And fouled off. Corners are occupied with 2 down. In for a strike, and now just 1 pitch away from surviving the inning. Foul ball, still 0-2.
100 miles an hour, foul that off. That's a good piece of swinging. I won't say hitting because he didn't get a knock, but a good piece of swinging to keep the at-bat alive.
Got him swinging on the curveball. Huge strikeout there.
Well, this guy competes hard. We see the emotion there. I love it. Great job of getting out of the jam.
Back in Arlington and getting the call here, Griffin Canning. What do you have on him?
Well, there are going to be a lot of balls in play because of the ground ball rate. Important that the defense stays engaged in the game. I think it's critical. Tempo is there. If you work quickly, it helps the fielders behind you to stay engaged, to make those plays and help you get through the innings.
Bottom of the first. Here's the center fielder, O'Neal Cruz. Swing and a miss. There's the changeup.
0-1.
Left-hand batter waits. On the ground, right side, and that's just foul. Got him. And there's one down.
Frustrating end to the at-bat for the hitter, and I'm sure that's going to sit on him for a little while. You want to be ready to hit the fastball. Sometimes you can overthink things, and I think that was the case right there.
Here's McCutcheon. Fastball for a strike. One out, bases empty. Way out front for strike two.
Well, you got the hitter already chasing that nasty slider. If you're on the mound, you just want to expand the zone right now. Get a swing and miss and get through this at bat.
Foul ball. It stays 0-2.
He needs to throw that breaking ball with just a little more conviction to get the swing and miss.
Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. One down, bases empty. Strike three, and that's two in a row.
Well, there appears to be no problem settling in on the mound out there today. It looks pretty tough to start this one, punching out the first two hitters of this ball game. And somebody's going to have to put the bat on the ball, put it in play, and get something going.
Brian Reynolds in the box now. No balls and a strike. Two outs. Grounds one to short. Lindor slings to first, and it's a 1-2-3 inning. Bucks go down quietly, scoreless after one. And welcome back to the ballpark. And now the DH, Brett Beatty. Skeens back to work. In the air, right field. Reynolds gets under it. Brings it in, and there's one down.
Batting seventh, the catcher, number 4, Francisco.
And now Francisco Alvarez. High fly ball out towards left field. That's back there. Grabs it right up against the wall.
Batting it, the second baseman, Jeff McNeil.
And now here's Jeff McNeil. Off the mark there. Outside. And it's 1-0. 2 out, space is empty. Fouls one off out of play, back to our left.
Instead of letting the hitter get his arms extended, tied him up a little bit, slightly up, slightly in.
That misses.
2-1.
Yeah, that's ball 2. And that one fouled off. 2-2. In the air, right side. Reynolds makes the catch, and that'll do it. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Back at Globe Life Field. And now the catcher comes up to him. Joey Bart.
Here's a player known for playing better in day games, which is not always the case. I mean, day games are different, Boog. Things change from game times to your daily routine, but he sure makes the transition look easy.
The pitch timer expired before he started his windup, so that's a ball.
That must be incredibly frustrating for the pitcher, but this is all about creating more action and speeding up the game, and it's working.
Next offering is in for a strike. Our umpire behind the plate, Jerry Hillsdale. High praise for Jerry when we talk to people around the game.
Yeah, no doubt about it, Boog. He's very straightforward, very consistent back there. So most of the time, you're not even going to think about him. That's a good thing.
That one hammered, but pulled foul. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
Batting fifth, the
Up
first
next for the
baseman,
Pirates, Spencer Horwitz. That misses.
That's in.
Ball one. Canning, a former Gold Glove winner. He features a four-seam fastball, a changeup, a slider, a slurve, and he works in a two-seamer. Fastball for a strike. Fouled off, and they'll do it again.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with a fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Foul ball still, a 1-2 count. 0-0 here in the bottom of the second. And a foul ball, he stays alive. That one down the line, and foul ball. Good battle here, about to be the 8th pitch of the at-bat. And down on strikes. He's notched 4 strikeouts now.
Well, he's really dialed in, and this offense is going to have to do something to try to break that rhythm. Maybe it's square around the bunt, step out of the box, agitate him a little bit, do something that just changes what's happening right now, because at this pace it's going to be a long game, so you got to figure it out quickly.
And it's fouled away. Two down, nobody on. Swings through it for the K. And he strikes out the side here in the second. Nothing doing here for Pittsburgh. We'll move to the third with no score. And we're back. Top half of the third inning, and stepping in for New York, Tyrone Taylor. This is a guy who's in the lineup first and foremost because of what he contributes defensively, Chris. And when you talk about preventing runs from being scored, this guy is a big contributor.
I was always told it's hard to take you off the field when you play really good defense, especially at a premier position. And that's what he does.
That one misses. And a count 1-2.
The hitting's going to come around. He's going to figure it out. But right now, his big asset is the way he plays the game on defense.
That one
2-2.
not close. And it's 2-2. And a pop-up, right side, foul territory. Has room, and he makes the catch.
Well, that's what he's looking for with the fastball above the zone. A swing and miss or weak contact.
Francisco Lindor.
Here's Francisco Lindor. 1 for 1 with a single so far. In the air, out towards right center. Cruz under it. Brings it in. And there's 2 away.
The batter, the right fielder.
Here's Juan Soto. Struck out swinging his first time. That one fouled off. And it's 1-1. Dives, but it kicks off his glove. Gets it there in time, though, and they come away with an out after a tricky start to the play. And the Mets go down 1-2-3. Still no score. As we go to the last of the third. Now at the plate, Brian Hayes.
Hey.
And that's in the dirt. Foul ball there. The 1-1. And a foul ball.
Pretty good pitch there to take a rip at. He wants to get his arms extended. He likes the ball away from him a little bit. Just not able to square it up.
Make it 4 strikeouts in a row. Just cruising along.
I'm not sure that was the exact location the pitcher wanted, but it worked. He got the swing and miss, and I'm sure been a sigh of relief after seeing that one go through the zone.
Here's Adam Frazier. That one finds the corner. 0-1. Still tied at 0. Last of the third.
Strike 2.
Up the middle. Lindor. Frazier retired.
Good fade and sinking action of that changeup. Got that hitter to roll over.
Batting ninth, the shortstop, Isaiah
Kiner-Falefa up to the plate. Check swing called strike. It's 0-1. That one the other way, and foul ball. And a swing and a miss, and that's that. And 1-2-3 go the Pirates, and we're still knotted at 0. Back in Arlington, start of the fourth, and now the first baseman, Pete Alonso. He's not going to get cheated up there.
No, he's not. He's looking to do damage with every swing he takes.
Swing and a miss, and it's 0-1. Since debuting in 2019, no player in the majors has hit more homers than Pete Alonso. Swing and a foul out of play. That's down
1
and
ball,
in.
2 strikes.
That one misses, and the count's even at 2. And there's a
That's
ball.
a ball. We got a full count.
Got it. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one. And next for the Mets, Brandon Nimmo. He's 0 for 1. Nimmo, in his 9th season, 31 years old, a former first-round pick back in 2011. And a strike right through there. That one in triple digits. Struck him out. He says, I don't care about draft rounds. Take a seat.
Well, take a look at the 3-pitch sequence here. Pretty simple in terms of putting them away at the plate. Once you're ahead 0-2 as a pitcher, you can really expand the zone and see how aggressive that hitter is going to be trying to protect and battle. And right there, clearly he was in swing mode, but all you can do is hope to foul that off.
And here is Mark Vientos. Just missed.
1 ball, no strikes.
That one's in there. That's strike 1. One on the gun, swing and a miss.
1 and 2
Just not able to catch up to that velocity.
Next offering misses. 2 balls, 2 strikes. That one
We got a
missed.
full count.
4th inning underway, no score. That's towards center. Cruz under it. And that is that. On to the bottom of the 4th now. Still with no score. And welcome back to the ballpark. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Here's O'Neal Cruz. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter.
You know, these Pirates just haven't produced as many competitive at-bats as I'd like to see in this one. They've gone down on strikes at a high rate today, so it's probably time to simplify the approach and just find ways to put the ball in play.
Swing and a miss, struck him out.
Oh, there's a 3-pitch strikeout. He can do whatever he wants with the baseball.
Now batting, the designated hitter,
Kutch to the dish. He struck out swinging in his first at-bat. Right through there for a strike.
Now, this guy is just filling up the strike zone right now. Don't want to get yourself in an 0-2 hole. You better be ready to pull the trigger on the first pitch.
Foul ball, still 0-2. Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts.
Well, they get the strikeout there, and what kind of stood out to me was that they weren't shying away from contact. Every single pitch was in the strike zone, and that tells me they wanted to attack him, and it paid off.
Brian Reynolds here. Grounded out his first time. Foul ball. Just missed.
What's a good pitch there? Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, you had a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
Here's a 1-2. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And he strikes out the side for the third time today. So 12 up, 12 down to begin the ball game. No score. Back at Globe Life Field. Top 5, John Shelby with Chris Singleton. And leading it off, Brett Beatty. Skeens back to work. That one at triple digits.
Oh, he's looking great so far. It helps when over 80% of your first pitches are strikes. He might be able to go the distance if he keeps this up.
Late on that fastball.
Threw that fastball right by him, slightly elevated. That's a confidence boost for this guy out there on the mound. See if he continues to climb the ladder.
Not close with that one. Now 1-2. Fights it off. He'll see another. Next offering upstairs. Strike 3, 103 from Paul Skeens. So digging in, Francisco Alvarez.
Francisco Alvarez.
And that is out of play.
Look out. That ball was smoked. Man, I am so relieved that they have this netting down the lines. Just ensures safety for the fans. Last thing as a player, you want to look up and see a fan get hit.
Swinging a foul back. That's out of play. That one off the mark. And it's 2-2.
2-2.
And there's a
Full
ball.
count.
Foul ball, and it remains a full count. One down, base is empty. Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2. Eighth pitch of the at-bat coming up. Got him looking. That's a strikeout.
The batter number
Jeff
one.
McNeil stands in. Fly to right his first time. And that one is lifted in the air. Cruz sizes this one up, corrals it. And that is that. Still nothing on the scoreboard for him after 5. And we still have no score. And we're back. We head to the bottom of the 5th. Here's the catcher, Joey Bart.
Bart.
And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
0-1.
Next offering is fouled back. Foul ball. It stays 0-2. Swing and a miss. That one in the dirt. In time. And the drop third strike leads to the first out.
Well, right now he's in cruise control, autopilot, just dominating these hitters. I mean, it doesn't look like it's a fun at bat. And all of a sudden, you become in awe of this guy on the mound. Somebody's got to break this thing up. That's 5 straight strikeouts. Got to put a ball in play.
Horowitz, batting with 1 down, takes a strike. Next one misses. 1 ball, 1 strike.
1-1.
And that drops in for a strike. And there's a rocket into the outfield. Takes the turn. He's digging for second. And now a runner moves into scoring position as we look for the first run of the ball game. Not in time. He's got a double.
Still able to come through behind in the count right there. Great hands on that swing to take the inside pitch and drive it into the gap for the double. It's easy to spin off a pitch like that, Boog, and you can pull that thing foul, but that was perfect. A chance now to take the lead, and at this point in the game, that could be a deciding run.
So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Now it's Alexander Canario.
No, ball.
And that one is downstairs. And that's ball 1. Horowitz leads off second with 1 gone in the inning. There's the strike.
1-1.
Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. Stop sign goes up at third. Runners at the corners with 1 out.
Love how he let that ball travel, trusted his hands. Nice job of going the other way.
Now batting Key Brian Hayes. Struck out swinging his first time. That one's in there, and that is strike 1.
At the dish, looking to lift the ball in the air in this spot. Anything but the inning double play, Boog.
Runners are at the corners, 1 away. Comes up empty.
Big pitch right here. He's going to try to make a pitch that's going to produce a strikeout or a ground ball double play.
Swing and a ball lifted in the air. And it stays fair. Throw comes in and holds the runner at third. They're at the corners now with still only 1 away. At the plate for Pittsburgh, Adam Frazier. 0 for 1 so far. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. Traffic on the bases with 1 already in. Last half of inning number 5. Hit on the ground might be 2. Off balance feed. There's 1 to first, not in time. Great effort there.
I promise you, there are guys that get a little bit faster when they can smell an RBI. That was a possible inning-ending double play. Great hustle, and he gets rewarded with the RBI because of it.
Here is Isaiah Kiner-Falefa.
Struck out on just 3 pitches last time.
First pitch just misses. And that's in for a strike. This one in the air. Vientos nabs it, and that'll do it. They get 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and 1 left. We're through 5. It's the Pirates 2 and the Mets nothing. Back in Arlington, leading off, Tyrone Taylor. We talk about guys with good speed, and definitely he has it. But pushing the offense aside for just a second, Chris, it's the defensive side that I think the speed factors in the most. And he blows that one by him at 100.
Well, he gets to balls that get by most people at that position. Just really impressive because there's certain times the ball comes off the bat, automatically that team that hit it thinks that they've got a base hit or they may have extra bases, and he just takes it away. Well, after putting up a nice inning on offense, got some runs across, this is where you look for the starter to go out there, have a shutdown inning. Don't give that other team any hope. You just hope that he can get through this inning, get the bats back up there while they're hot.
Makes the grab, one away.
Oh, I think the key, I mean, if he can get through one more inning, anything after that, a hitter or two is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
Swing and a high fly ball left field. Canario on the move. Stretches out and hauls it in.
Gotta love the over-the-shoulder catch. I tell you what, those are really fun to make.
The right fielder,
Juan Soto now. Drilled in the air out towards right center. Cruz under it. And makes the play, and that's out number 3. Make it 6 shutout innings for him out there now. It's the Pirates 2 and the Mets nothing. And welcome back to the ballpark. Bottom of the inning. Now here is O'Neal Cruz.
So O'Neal Cruz is named after Paul O'Neal. That was his father's idol in baseball, so he named his son O'Neal. In 2022, they finally met each other when the Pirates played the Yankees in New York, and I'm sure that was a moment that O'Neal Cruz will never forget.
Ripped on a line, that's a base hit, and the leadoff man aboard. Here's Andrew McCutchen to hit, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. Fastball for a strike.
This is a great dynamic right here. Speedy runner at first, thinking about taking second. Catcher with the pop time that leaves Jaws on the floor. This might get interesting, Boog.
Canning winds and deals. Tap foul at the plate.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Swing and a ground ball up the middle. Fires to second for 1. Back to first, and that is a double play.
They made that double play look so easy, but it was far from routine. That's the one thing about big leaguers. They make tough plays look simple.
And now, Brian Reynolds. 0 for 2 in this one. Gets the outside corner with that one. The 0-1. And a swing and a miss.
And it really looks like these hitters have been in between with their timing today. Good fastball, excellent slider, but they've not been able to commit to one.
And he got him. Strike 3, and that'll retire the side. Bucks go down quietly, but they hold a 2-0 lead. Back at Globe Life Field, here's Pete Alonso. He's a guy who does it all. With the lack of contact in today's game, this guy hits for contact, so he delivers average, but there's on base and slugging too. Ball 1 there.
Early in the count, you have to be real careful because of that power, but then if this hitter gets a strike or 2 on him, he's still very comfortable. And because he has the ability to get the barrel to the baseball, he's a threat deep into the count as well.
There's a swing and a drive. That's long gone. And that should quiet this home crowd. And they're on the board. It's 2-1. That one just sounded different.
And might have been the loudest moment yet. Man, my ears are ringing. I could feel that swing from the booth. A breaking ball on the inside part of the plate requires a hitter to stay really square with his mechanics. If you fly open with the front shoulder, there's no way you keep that ball fair. An outstanding job mechanically. He deserves that home run.
So up next for New York, Brandon Nimmo.
3-pitch strikeout last time up. Got to put up more of a fight in this one.
And that one fouled off.
Oh, you just got to delete it. You give up that leadoff home run. Go back to work. Focus on this next batter.
Holding on to a 1-run lead here in the top half of inning number 7. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit.
Always feels amazing getting a job done when the team needs you to come through. It's just bigger than your own individual stats. Just kept it simple. Played pepper with the middle of the infield and took it back where it came from. And there's just no one there to knock it down.
And the Pirates manager making his way to the mound now as he will make the move. Paul Skeens gives way and he leaves in a 1-run game. New pitcher coming on. We'll be back in a minute.
Now pitching for the
on the
Pirates,
mound now for the Pirates, David Bednar.
Well, the best relievers love the opportunity to come in and protect the tight lead late in the ball game. Some of them are just wired different, so we'll see what he's got here.
Here's the third baseman, Mark Vientos. Right through there for a strike. With a single base runner, because of all the power, they are dangerous to tie this thing up or take the lead. Runner on the move. Cut on and miss. To second, but way too late. Safe there. So the tying run at second. Swing and a line drive. Base hit into left field. Runner around third on his way to the plate. Now he stops and he's able to get back into third.
The first move felt like a bit of a guess. You have to be right in those spots or things can get away from you awfully quickly.
So runners at the corners, nobody out. Brett Beatty now at the plate. Line drive, he brings it down. Nice play. Puts the tag on him and it's a double play.
The catcher, number 4, Francisco Alvarez.
Here's the catcher for the Mets, Francisco Alvarez. This is what stat nerds like myself might call a high leverage situation.
Yeah, Boog, not sure what the numbers say, but clearly an at-bat that could change the course of this game dramatically.
Turned on, but foul wide of third. Swing and a miss as he was out front. Bullpen action for the Pirates. Dennis Santana up and loosening in the pen. Holderman getting cranked up as well. Next pitch is outside. Strike 3, got him swinging. That ends the inning and stops things from getting out of hand.
Sometimes he wears the emotion on the sleeve, but that's okay as long as he's getting results.
And we're back, set for the last half of the 7th. This is Joey Bart.
For the Pirates, the catcher, Joey Bart.
This pitcher's done a good job of disrupting the hitter's timing with a mix of pitches and changing speeds. You want to keep that front foot inconsistent for the batter. Their swings are hesitant, and that's exactly what you want on the mound.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2.
Wow, he got away with a mistake right there.
Good eye in that spot.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes. Seems like the hitters are struggling with their timing today. Kind of caught in between that sharp fastball and the nasty slider. I'd like to see him settle on a consistent pitch.
Swing and a fly ball, well struck left field. Makes the catch, and there's one down.
The first baseman, number 2, Spencer.
Next to hit, Spencer Horwitz. 1 for 2. Lifted in the air, right center field. Taylor ranging after it. Pulls it down, and there's 2 gone.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He saved extra bases for sure. If the pitcher's his friend, he'll give him a second to catch his breath before he's ready to deal the next pitch.
2 outs, base is empty. Alexander Canario digs in now. And a big swing and a miss.
Now there's a certain point where you have to commit to what you think you see, and he guessed wrong right there. Nasty slider with just terrific bite at the end.
Swings through that one for strike 2.
0-2.
Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. And good work there as he gets a 1-2-3. Nothing doing here for Pittsburgh. They lead it 2-1.
Now pitching for the
Welcome
Pirates.
back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Colin Holderman.
These are the spots relievers really make a name for themselves. Late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
Leading off for the Mets,
Jeff McNeil up now for the Mets.
McNeil.
Swing and a ground ball, and that one gets through into center field. So a man on base to start the inning.
Went up there looking to be aggressive and got something he could handle. Really nice job staying up the middle with his approach. He didn't try to do too much with the pitch, just shot it through the infield.
Tyrone Taylor, the next to hit. Close, but called a ball. And that is ball 1. Roll to short, could be 2. Off balance feed, there's 1. To first, not in time. Great effort there.
That's a huge defensive play in the late stages of the game. It might not be the most challenging we've seen today, but it needed to be made. That's helping your team.
Now up to hit, Francisco Lindor. 1 for 3. And a base hit on a line. And a go-ahead run is on base. And the throw's offline, safe at third.
Man, those are the types of hits where you don't feel any vibration in your hands whatsoever. Such a good feeling. When you see a ball come off the bat like that, you know it was pretty much a perfect swing. And for me, I start wondering, and I'm looking on the computer, what was the exit velocity? This time 106. And now a crucial opportunity to tie up this game with another base hit.
Substitution being made at first, and here's the pinch runner, Luis Angel Acuna. Big situation, and here comes the big bat of Juan Soto. You gotta feel like there's a pretty good chance this game is gonna turn, and that one gets away at the plate. Wild pitch, and into second moves the go-ahead run.
Got to take advantage of this opportunity now because of the wild pitch. They've got 2 runners in scoring position. Good time for the hitter to lock in, put the ball in play hard somewhere. Don't be surprised to ball on the ground to the corners if they come home with the baseball instead of going to first base.
Fought off foul.
These hitters like this that have so much power, Look forward to seeing them hit the ball a long way. But if you're in the stands, or you're in a broadcast booth, or you're a writer, better keep your eye on the game.
Activity in Pittsburgh's bullpen. Dennis Santana loosening up in case he's called upon by Derek Shelton. Next offering is down low.
Great job of laying out those pitches down in the zone to even the count up at 2-2. Such a better feeling for the hitter.
2-2. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Down the line, and it's foul. One out. The possible tying and go-ahead runs on base. Ground ball right side, and it's just foul. That was close. Two on, one out. Gets a piece and stays alive. Inside, and the count is filled up. Pete Alonso in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. One out. The go-ahead run is at second. He fouls it off. We'll do it again. And that'll load the bases.
I don't think he really wanted to pitch to him right there anyhow.
Up next for the Mets, the first baseman, Pete Alonso.
So a change being made at first base. On to pinch run, Jose Azocar.
Jose
Big at bat now as the polar bear, Pete Alonso, steps in. Got to be careful with a slugger like this because he can turn it into a three-run game in the blink of an eye. That pitch gets the corner. Strike one.
Late in the game, everyone gets a little tighter. Way to get ahead on a really good hitter right there.
So they're all loaded up.
Ball. 1-1.
And it's strike two.
1-2, the count.
Base hit. One run is in. Now the second run is in. They lead it in the eighth. Well, he delivers in a huge spot right there.
Well, he's so dialed in. I don't think he even realizes how much pressure exists out there. Very easy swing, nice and relaxed. This is the type of approach you want to see guys take in this situation.
Here comes the manager out of the dugout, and he'll make a move for the bullpen. Colin Holderman is done, and the line not closed on him yet as he's responsible for the runners on base. Back with a new pitcher after this.
Now pitching for
Ryan Barucki takes over on the mound.
Bringing in the lefty with the left-handed hitter coming up to hit. Classic bullpen move right here, so we'll see how it works out.
Now the batter now, Brandon Nimmo. Out in front with the swing, and that is strike one.
The last thing he wants is to hit the ball on the ground, but I wouldn't expect many pitches up in the zone. They'll be pitching for a double play in this spot.
Swings and misses, struck him out. And an excellent job keeping it right there.
Well, obviously, that was nowhere near the strike zone. By the time it got to the plate, people at home watching are thinking, what's he swinging at? But I'll tell you, some of the break guys snap off these days is just devastating. It can be so tough to recognize where a pitch like that's going to end up.
And stepping in for New York, Mark Vientos. Yeah, that's fouled off. Azokar over at second. Alonso at first. 2 out of the inning. Lined, and that's a base hit. Headed for the plate. He'll score. It's an RBI single, and they lead by 2.
Well, he gets it done in a big spot to get the run across. Really good swing right there. He got a pitch that he knew he could handle, allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws.
And now the Mets DH, Brett Baty. 0 for 3 in this one. And foul ball. Lefty out of the stretch. Runners at first and third. Line drive, base hit. Runner in from third to extend their lead. It's an RBI single, and they take a 3-run lead.
Big at bat to pad their lead up to 3. Just a really nice approach to shoot that line drive to the opposite field. There's a lot of hard work and discipline that goes into getting a result like that at the plate. Doesn't come naturally for most hitters.
Next to hit, Francisco Alvarez. In the dirt, but kept close. Swing and a chopper out to short. Paletta throws the first in time. That'll end the inning after a lot of scoring. So 9 batters come to the plate. 4 of them score. Last half of the 8th coming up. It's the Mets 5 and the Pirates 2. On to the bottom of the 8th. Now the third baseman, Ke'Bryan Hayes. Canning back to work. Ground ball, Alonso. He takes it on his own. 1 up, 1 down.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
Adam Frazier, the next Pirate to hit. And here comes the Mets manager to the mound. Pitching change coming. Griffin Canning will depart, and he was very good. They'll be happy with that, no doubt. We'll be back with a new pitcher in a minute.
Now pitching for
taking over on the mound for the Mets, number 54. He's into the game with the bases empty. On the ground to third. Whips it to first. Frazier retired.
If you want to be a great defense, you have to deliver consistently. It doesn't matter how many highlight reel plays you make if you can't execute the small stuff, just like we saw.
So next to the plate for Pittsburgh, Isaiah Kiner-Falefa. And that drops in for a strike.
Well, it's critical right here that they bear down and turn in some quality at bats. Try to chip away at that lead, because if it gets to the 9th, that closer's coming in. Well, he didn't like those first 2 pitches. Now in an 0-2 hole, he's going to have to battle. Hope he gets a mistake.
2 outs. Struck him out looking. Down in order go the Pirates. And the deficit remains 5-2. We're back. It's the top of the ninth. And there's a new pitcher on the mound. Tanner Rainey.
Just trying to keep this one close here. And this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Rainey.
So digging in, Jeff McNeil.
The second baseman, Jeff McNeil.
Out towards right center field. Reynolds trying to get there. He's there. He's got it. And there's one down.
Really nice job to get your first out of the ball game.
Taylor.
And now the center fielder, Tyrone Taylor. Singy, you got to appreciate a guy who's this good defensively. I mean, watching him track balls in the outfield, it is beautiful. Hit in the air, left field. Canario. He makes the grab. That's out number 2.
Just pulled off of it a little bit right there. That front shoulder coming open instead of staying closed. If he does that, he's going to be able to go up the middle the other way with some authority instead of a fly out to left.
Luis Angel Acuna in now. Takes ball 1 off the plate. Bullpen action for the Pirates. Caleb Ferguson loosening up in case he's called upon by Derek Shelton. Wentz getting loose as well. Here's a 1-1. Just missed.
That's a ball.
2 down, nobody on. Here at the top of the ninth. Fouls one off. 2-2. Two down, nobody on. That's inside, and that's ball 3. Cut on and lifted in the air. And that is that. Nothing doing here this half. To the bottom of the ninth we go. Top of the order due up. It's the Mets 5 and the Pirates 2. Bottom 9, and now the Pirates leadoff man, O'Neal Cruz.
O'Neal Cruz.
And the first offering a fastball for a strike. And that one fouled off. Foul ball still 0-2. Caught him looking for the K.
Well, he's going to have some thinking to do when he leaves the ballpark after this one. That was his 3rd strikeout, and this one looking obviously, so he's been a little overmatched. He's got to find a way just to be more competitive up there at the plate.
And now it's Andrew McCutchen, 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a ground out. That's outside, and that's ball 1. And he takes a strike. That's in there. Going to count 1 and 2.
Well, he had a pretty good look at that pitch and not sure exactly what tied him up there. Couldn't pull the trigger. And perhaps the best pitch he'll see in this at bat to hit.
Oh, and they're going to tag the pitcher with a pitch clock violation. That's an automatic ball.
The pitcher must begin his motion before the pitch timer runs out. We're looking for a little more urgency out there.
Struck him out looking. And the Pirates with only one out left.
Oh, nice job right there. He struck him out twice. The pitch before looked like it was strike three. Doesn't get the call. Bears down. Throws another quality pitch for the strikeout.
Reynolds stands in now and watches strike one. Lefty continues to work, but the closer getting loose in the bullpen. Oh, and they're going to tag the pitcher with a pitch clock violation. That's an automatic ball. The pitch timer expired before he started his windup, so that's a ball. Oh, and they're going to tag the pitcher with a pitch clock violation. That's an automatic ball.
A reminder, fans, that all games this season will be broadcast in Spanish on AM 1440 by the announcing team of Jason Villa and Luis Martinez. Hey fans, a reminder to stop by our auction tent here at the stadium. This month's amazing celebrity auctions include game-used merchandise, autograph prints, and even a mystery lock of hair. Gross! Ladies and gentlemen, stay on top of the game 24/7, 365 with MLB Network. MLB Network is award-winning MLB Tonight, live regular season and postseason game telecasts. Best in the business. MLB Network, our national pastime, all the time. Fans, in support of the ongoing commitment to increase opportunities for youth participation in baseball and softball, we're teaming up with the Baseball Tomorrow Fund and Major League Baseball to host an equipment collection drive next Saturday here at the ballpark. Fans are invited to bring new or used equipment, as well as make cash contributions which will benefit local organizations.
That's an automatic ball because the timer ran out.
And a free base with the walk. Not exactly a confidence-boosting play on the mound.
The catcher, number 14.
So 2 down. Here's Joey Bart now. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a flyout. The pitch timer expired before he started his windup, so that's a ball. Oh, and they're going to tag the pitcher with a pitch clock violation. That's an automatic ball. Reynolds leads off first with 2 down to the inning.
Ladies and gentlemen, a reminder that for the most informative, up-to-date, and exciting baseball content on the web, log on to MLB.com. A reminder to those fans sitting in the lower levels behind home plate. If any of you decide to get on your cell phone and wave to your friends, you will be immediately subject to imprisonment of no less than 20 years. We thank you.